China is proposing a new dam on Medong County. It's not new, and it should not be very much shocking, because we need to understand one thing, that China proposed 14th five-year plan, and it was initiated in 2021, and it is about to end in 2025 itself. So in their five-year plan itself, they have planned very well, where they have decided that they are going to build cascades of dams on the Yarlang Sangpo. And this proposed new dam, which actually came into the news, this came on 25th of December. I clearly remember the day. It was the Christmas day on that day. And you can imagine that it was a Christmas gift to the all lower riparian country. And it was quite a shocking event also, where China has tried to portray that they are not going to stop. And when I say they are not going to stop, they are not going to stop in terms of becoming a world leader in the renewable source of energy. And as we know that China is also going towards the renewable source of energy, where they want to reduce the use of coal, and they want to totally utilize the water, in creating and generating electricity. And their focus is that how they can move from coal to the carbon neutral by 2060. So it become a carbon neutral country, it becomes very important. So we need to use more and more renewable source of energy. That is wind, solar, and water becomes a very vital part of it. But, looking at this dam, which is going to be a world largest dam, and by the way, China is already constructed world largest dam, which is again on the Yangtze River. And this dam, Medong County Dam, will be 3x, more than this Yangtze Dam. And I think if I talk about the money involved in this, it's more than $137 billion. So now the big question comes into the play is that, is China is really serious about it? Or what are the implications for the lower riparian countries? For example, because you mentioned about India. India comes in a stance of a middle riparian country. And below us, there is Bangladesh, which is at the lower end of this riparian relation. So we also need to understand that there are certain kinds of duties which riparian countries needs to pay attention. Like for upper riparian, there are duties, they should not harm the middle or the lower riparian country. Similarly, there is a duties chart not been very much framed for the middle riparian, but there is a duty for the lower riparian countries also. So in that case, how much the data has been shared between each country, how much they trust each other on the water sharing, what are the bilateral relation they are sharing, because we have seen in the case of Pakistan also, Indus Water Treaty, that whenever the countries are sharing a good relation, they tend to share a very good water relation also. So we also need to understand that how much it is going to impact. This is very much obvious that it is going to impact the lower riparian country, because we need to understand the moment Brahmaputra comes from a high speed from a Tibetan plateau, and this U-bend where this Medong County is going to construct, there's a steep elevation of 2,000 meters. So from that 2,000 meter, the moment when the water will come down, it will at a very, very high speed. And it can create a huge amount of energy. It's just not necessarily that, just for creating the energy, but it is also to weaponize the water, which has been talked about very less. How China can, counter, or you can say alter the, flow of the water. How it can control the water from that U-bend. Because China is again a very huge population country. They also need a lot of water to sustain their livelihood. And, we also need to see that most of the population in China, they are based in northern part. And this river comes in the southern Tibetan part. So it becomes very important to diverse the water from south to north.